Hello and welcome. What is this, Thursday night? I think I've got everything set up. It's on chat. Welcome to my Twitch stream tonight. This is, Thursday night, and I thought I'd do something really relaxed and chilled. I'm trying to get more practice. I'd like to try to make things look better and sound better. So, I'm streaming at 720, 1 megabit per second tonight. I've got the mic, should be sounding good inside. As soon as I get on the air, I get a frog in my throat, so let me get some coffee here. And I can't think of any news that I got for you. My laptop, I'm still searching for it. Computer parts are hard to get these days, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get it anytime soon. No information on getting more broadband, but I'm here. And if you want to chat, I'm available to chat with you. Ouch, I've got it up over here. It looks kind of funny, but we'll go with that. Actually, if I turn it this way, I'm using my phone. And I need to lock it in this position. Auto rotate off. And I'll put it up here so I can see it. Cool. So, what did I want to play for you tonight? I think it's not there. But I'll dissolve to it. Well, how would I check and make sure that I'm actually on the air with it? So, I'm going to go over and get the game warmed up. So that OBS Studio, Streamlabs is what I'm using, can actually find it. I'll go ahead and get out of Escape. We've got that going. Hopefully got some audio. My Alt tabbing is ticking. There it is. I'll dissolve to it. Whee! And then go back over to the game. Now I did a Hunter show the other day, and I found out something. I did the whole show, watch the sky there, with my glasses on. So we have sunglasses, no sunglasses. So guess what? Tonight, in an effort to do better video, I'm gonna do the show without my glasses on. Is that a concept or what? I think it's brilliant. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and just head off, because this is kind of what I had in mind for just like a chill stream. I just want to kind of take a walk. I'll go ahead and put this thing away. I got a bow, just so you know, and I'm carrying a 308 with a nice scope. I think it's a 3x9. And again, I think I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. We're here at this lodge. This is one of my favorite areas. I forgot what it's called. Maybe it'll be out here, but it's middle one. When you start the game, you're over here. And I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but it'll look better this time, hopefully. Oh, I hear that bird. There is the Amazon down here, I think. Here's Australia. Europe is over here a lot. There's Alaska, a polar area. And I think, this is more like the poles, and this is Alaska, over here. But this is one of my favorites. This is the Rocky Mountains. And I've hunted around here a lot. And I know that there's going to be some elk and some grizzlies are here. Grizzlies tonight, live. Maybe we'll run into one. I'm over here, and mule deer and other things. So that's where I'm heading. Oh, wolves are out with us tonight. And I'll just start my journey nice and relaxed. Chillin'. Like a villain. So this is a camp, if you didn't know. A starter place. And there's different ones at different locations. So we spawned in here. And you can't really, I don't think you can fire things in the camp. There's certain things you can't do, but when we get out here, we can actually start doing stuff. So, I'm not an actual hunter. I don't think I've ever killed anything in real life. I thought about it. I thought about going hunting, because I wanted to be a manly man. But I promise you, in tonight's video, no animals will be hurt. That's the cool thing I like about a hunting simulator, is you can actually practice the skills that you need, and you'll see what I'm doing tonight, and without actually killing any animals. So we're going to go for a humane kill tonight. We're looking for a heart shot, or a head shot sometimes, if I can get there looking at me. I say I can turn away from the mic when I have to clear my throat. I got to get used to that. So you can hear my footsteps, hopefully. I'm going to turn my audio up so I hear them. And there's some fan noise in the background. Not much I can do about that. But I like this simulator just because it's nice to take walks. If you like to take walks, we've been talking about walking. Now, I don't want the gun. How do I put everything down? Like, do I always have to be carrying something? I don't know. Maybe chat can help. Hey, Zero. Almost missed me. How? How could you possibly have missed me? Oh, we going to bed or something? I'm mysterious. I'm lost. So yeah, I was just saying, I'm chilling. I'm taking a walk. Like you guys talked about going walking outside. I actually like walking in these simulators. It's just beautiful in here to me. I'm gonna try to turn slow. I'll like stop and let you see the detail. What am I? I'm in 720 tonight. You know, kind of pan around and see how much better it is without the glasses on. Just turn it around. So I've been playing this game for years, and done lots of different areas. But I mainly play just to keep up with the technology. You know, because look at this. The main part of the hunting simulation is simulating the forest. And the audio, did you hear, you know, how nice it is with the birds, and it changes as we go from different areas. Oh, you're on a streamer recruitment search for the madam. All right, copy that. So if anybody out there wants to be recruited, I know somebody who's looking for you. How would you say it, Zero? Is it okay if I say the Horde is recruiting? Streamers helping streamers. It's a concept. It's a plan. I buy into it. I like it. But yeah, you do what you got to do. Like I say, I'm just taking a nice walk in the Rocky Mountains. I still want to put that thing. Do I just hit it again? There we go. Oh no, then the gun comes up. So if I put the gun... Anyway, I can't remember all my keystrokes. Yeah, yep, there's Zero. So Zero's in chat. If you want to be recruited, Zero will be happy to chat with you now. So I'm just going to wander down here. I'm going to be quiet tonight until we get some viewers. That's the concept to interact with. So I'm going to save my energy and not interact with myself. But that's what I can do. I can be quiet and you'll totally see the hunting going on. And if I kill something, well, theoretically, virtually kill something, I'll be jumping up and down going, yay. So we're going for elk tonight. I like elk. And I've hunted enough that I've killed enough does. So I'd only kill a doe if like a viewer was like, kill the doe. But I'm going for the boys. We're looking for the big boys. Because you understand that about hunting, it's like we take the boys because the girls make the babies. And it's in the fall when you go hunting after the bulls have done their job of knocking up the does to get next year's crop. And we want the biggest, strongest bulls left to reproduce. If I haven't told you the story, I've driven all over America and there is no shortage of deer. There are millions of deer running wild in America, almost in every state. I hit them. I almost tried not to hit them. But they run right in front of your truck. In every state, it's like, holy crap, I had no idea. Like with the forest, too, up in Montana, there's no shortage of lumber. We haven't cut down all the wood. I can tell you all about it. I've seen it myself. I've seen, forestry management up there. Trees grow like weeds. That's another thing. I had no idea trees grow like weeds. It's like if you got an open space and sunlight. So, this let's see. I've memorized that rock. And this is our turn here. So you see I've been walking and you hear my feet? I'm going to go into a crouch mode. We're going to be quieter. We're sneaky now. So we're going in the forest. We're looking for wildlife. And this little thing I'm holding here is called a hunter mate. It's kind of like a radar, an acoustic radar. Whenever a sound, an animal's out in the forest makes a sound out there, it's going to ping like a radar. So here we go. So now to me, in my headphones, the fan noise is pretty loud. But I'll just leave it. I think it's because there's a fan directly behind me, so the microphone's like pointing at the fan. It's in its pickup pattern. So I haven't heard an animal make a sound yet. But I thought I could just chill here and you guys would enjoy the scenery and just being out here in the Rocky Mountains and enjoying a hike. Just do like a quiet hike, a sneaky hike. So I was out here like 2 days ago, and when the grizzly bears start grunting, my heart starts pounding. So that's why I thought I gotta take you guys out here with me when it gets all exciting. And we never know what's gonna happen out here, because the deer and the bears are just released, and I don't think they're released in the same spot every time. It's kind of like a roll of the dice thing again. Oh, and you should know that. Did you hear the crunch? Like here on the trail, we're quiet. I'll go out in the brush here, and you see we're crunchy, crunchy, crunchy when we walk in the leaves, so that spooks things. And again, oops, that's crawling. And sneaky. I want to show you, there's the glasses on, glasses off, so that's how much better this stream will be. We'll probably have a lot better chance of finding the elk first with the glasses off. And if you haven't seen me, I think F2 here. Oh, only in the camp can I show you my mirror shot. I'm wearing, each zone has different camouflage, so I'm wearing the Rocky Mountain camouflage for this area, so it should give me a stealth bonus. So I should be really sneaky right now. You missed some things you said. You missed some things I said. Well, what would you like me to think? Lots of buffering. I'm buffering at a megabit per second? No way. Let me double check. I'm going through my phone. That would be Verizon. I should totally get a megabit a second out of Verizon. Oh, I wonder if Steam is trying to... Let me make sure Steam is shut down. Yeah, pause Steam. Sorry. It's trying to download Fallout New Vegas. Okay. See if that's better. So you were missing. Thank you so much for helping me out, Zero. Yeah, with these computers and the multitasking, you gotta watch everything. So I'm gonna go a little bit like that. So lots of buffering, huh? Let me know if it's any better. Let me check. Okay, click. That's a boy, Rocky Mountain elk, and he is. I'm pointing at him. Okay, so go up here and take a right, but we're still gonna be sneaky. Okay, I was gonna go back and check my network and see how it's doing. Okay, looks much better now. God, it's hardly sending any data. So no wonder you couldn't hear me. It's like, yeah, Steam. You've heard me say how much I fight Steam. So it's uploading, yeah, about a megabit a second. Looks like it's working. Go back to the forest. Okay. Now I'm going to be quiet. Okay, the fan noise is louder than the birds, so I'm thinking I can turn the fan down here real quick. Alright, we'll see if that's any better. Okay, now quietly walking through the forest is what we're doing. Oh, and there's an elk up ahead on our right. But he's pretty far down there. There's a trail down there, and there could be other things. He's just the first one to call out and bugle. Oh, and you know what? I screwed up again. I've got bugle calls. I've got doe calls. But I left them all at home. But if you want to go hunting with me, we'll go and bring them next time. I can call the animals in. That's part of those hunting skills that you can practice. So I'm going to try to hold my vision steady so you get nice, pretty pictures of the forest. Like you guys were saying, it's nice to take a virtual walk. I enjoy this, so I thought, what could I share with my viewers in stream? This is what I got tonight, if you want to relax. Sit here, I'm going to break open my thermos and have a little coffee in the forest. Alright, so here's our turn to the right, and there is a male elk down there, which is exactly what I'm looking for, right? So if I'm being sneaky, and I'm looking for the elk, this is how I do it. We gotta see him before he sees us. So, anybody see an elk out there? I'm looking. I'm on like a 27-inch screen, so I can see pretty good. And I'm in high definition, right? Which is pretty good. Alright, Mr. Elk, where are you? Right, we talked about ADHD and stuff. It's like you have to concentrate and focus. So I'm thinking about an elk. Keep thinking about the elk. Where is the elk? Here somewhere. I mean, they don't just disappear. They're 1,000-pound animals. If you haven't seen an elk in real life, oh my God. They're beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous animals. I was lucky enough to see them in Yellowstone, in America, and the bison. They're just awesome. I can talk all about that if anybody wanted to hear about it. All right, elk, remember? You're thinking about the elk. They can't, that was my point, is a 1,000-pound animal can't just disappear. And we would like to find some tracks, right? Animals leave tracks. So if we don't find the elk, maybe we'll find some elk tracks. And tracking is part of the game. And I just heard myself go, I do that a lot. I'm going to try to catch myself. Or I need, what do you say, a wind. That's why you need a wind pop screen. But I can just try not to do it. So if I wanted the fan noise lower, I could turn down my mic, but then I would be lower. Alright, this is about where it should be. I'll show you the map. Right, he was just down here at this intersection, right up here. And then we're going to go ahead and come down here, and maybe I'll go up here, or I can come up this one. But the idea is going to be, I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight until we get something. That's my plan. I'm going to get an elk for you, which I didn't do in the last show. However long it takes. And I thought, we may burn through some data, but I'm like, what the hell? I got a little extra data this time of the month to burn, so why not do it? All right, it's getting dark, and I'm not wearing my glass. Oh, dude. New trail. That's an elk. He's behind me, right there. He's right there. All right. Where are you, Mr. Elk? That's why it was so loud. Is that the same elk? And he's moved? I think it is. That's my thing. I'll bet you they literally walk toward you. They'll walk right past you. I think he's over the hill here. I'm going to try to get up here, but it's going to go crunch, crunch, crunch when I get in the brush here. But he should be just like over this hill. Okay, I don't see him. But there's on the ground. Then there's crouching and standing up. Okay. Still think he's out here, so I'm looking. Be surprised how fast they move through the forest. It's like, again, you're like, how can a 1,000-pound animal get away? Alright, if he was there, I feel like I should see him. And I don't. Hello, Mr. Elk. Okay, so if I don't see him, I don't want to go off through the forest. There he is. Is he running? Either that or I just hallucinated it. Well, I guess I'll go up here because the trail's up here. We just left. It's right in front of me. And he, I think, is moving this way. And I think there's more out here. We'll pin him down. But yeah, you guys like walking in the forest? It's pretty. And look at all this stuff. Look what they have done. So you guys know my computer science dude. I mean, to me, this is all computer guys writing code. Like, what an incredible job they've done. So I think this is state-of-the-art. It used to be state-of-the-art. See, now I've just turned around and I'm lost in my own forest. Where is the trail? Is that it right there? Alright, well there's some elk out here. Glad you got to hear them. Those are the boys. Told you I was after the boys. We want their antlers for trophies. Now the antlers do fall off, and if you want just antlers, you can go through the forest and just pick up antlers. In real life too, you know, that they fall off and people collect them, so you don't have to kill the animal to get the antlers to make your trophy. I like this part of the... Okay, who's that? That's a boy. That was a small boy. And there he is. He's right in front. He's up on top. All right. But he's booking. I thought I saw him running. I don't know what spooked him. But they can be spooked by things other than me out here. Like I said, there's grizzlies. Oh, and there's wolves. So if wolf chases them. If I find tracks, like I'll find tracks that'll be a big scurry up in the road, and there'll be elk prints and wolf prints. And the wolves, the elk are fleeing. That's something our hunting mate can tell us. And the wolves are chasing them. So it's like, it's on. Okay, again, I want to be real quiet. Sneaking along. Oh, what's in front of us? That's a hot spot. And with my hunting mate, I've been tracking that animal. That's the animal we're tracking right there. That is an animal track. If you've never seen one before, and the brighter they glow, the fresher they are. And if you look at his little hoofy poos down there, he's not running. I've learned that much when the toes are close together. And he's heading off like this way, so we can like stand. Pardon me. I'm going to stand on the tracks here. Try to get on top of him so you can see him. Look that way, and then I click on him. And it tells me that is a Rocky Mountain elk roaming. And he's headed generally that way. I could try to chase. Is that him up there? I think that's him right there. Okay, let's get our binoculars, which are number 4. Oh, it's a dead elk. That's a wolf trap right there. Look at that, folks. There's dead elk in the forest to attract wolves. So we could sit here, climb in a tree with a sniper rifle, and 100 yards or so, and shoot wolves. If you want to do that, vote in chat. Anybody want to hunt wolves? Otherwise, I'll leave it, and we'll carry on. And I don't know if that just spawned and dropped it, or if that is my elk, and it just walked up there and died. It's a roll of the dice. So we're going to move on this way, because it's just a beautiful walk. And you see why I'm using the trails? Because we're quieter than going through the forest. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So who's going to be next? A grizzly? A wolf? An elk? A deer? Different zones have different animals, so like you won't have polar bears here. But go to the Arctic and there's polar bears. Go to Australia and there's kangaroos, but I don't expect a kangaroo tonight. I think I killed some kangaroos. But yeah, if anybody wants to hunt with me, you're welcome to join me. This is a multiplayer game, like viewers and friends. The idea is to hook up in here and have some nice hunts together. Because did I tell you I've hung out with guys in Idaho that actually hunt? And that's what they do, is they plan a hunting trip and they come out here and they camp for like a week. And they'll stalk the animals all year long. Oh, look, what do we have here? Wolf. Wolf track. And then go out during hunting season. They have to get licenses and stuff. And they actually go out and try to capture, kill an animal, and bring him home. And they know how to, like, what do they call it, field dressing. And look at all the tracks up here. What's going on? What is going on? Why is my animal way back here? Is he going down the road? Because sometimes they do. They just like to follow the road. Here's wolves. Why are wolves? They're heading that way. Now, every time you click on tracks, you get skill in tracking. So I'm going to go ahead and collect, like, here's some wolf tracks. And wolves like to roam in packs. So the wolves look like they're going down the road. So see, gray wolf tracking just leveled up on me. Wolves are new. They've been added to the game, rediscovered. Wolf. Okay, that's a female. New trail found. And she is back there. I'm not going to go back and get her. I'm going to just keep going forward because we're having a nice walk. There's a wolf here. Wolf, where are you? I hear him. Do you hear him? Okay. Try to get some cover. Where is he? I'm gonna look slow. Are they fighting? Are they attacking my elk? I spooked an animal. I'll bet you it's the wolf. He was like right here. but I was like, where is he? I couldn't see him. Alright, carrying on. Because I really don't want to mess with wolves anyway. I don't like shooting dogs. But I did it for the... See there? No. For the points. Like, you unlock things when you get, like, 10 wolves and 30 wolves and 50 wolves. So I did it for the points. And there's something glowing up there, really bright. And there's more tracks over here. So I'm going to go ahead and go out here and try and figure out what's going on. I never saw him. And this is my elk. Right, we've been following this. It's a doe. And she's going this way. Well, that's weird. It said it was behind me. I don't get it. There's more tracks of her, so we're just going to keep following her. If I get 3 of her tracks, then it'll tell me how close she is. The range. So the more tips I gather from the tracking... What's this? Oh, it's a bedding. It was asleep in here. Look at that. Wolves are trotting. But this, I think... Oh, they're behind me. Okay. So I think it's like 10 or so, 9 or 10 in the morning. Yeah, there it is. It says 9:50. So we're going to watch the time of day, and that has to do with the lighting and where the sun's at. And, you know, you hunt in the morning is better than at noon. And, more wolves fleeing. They're fleeing. Okay, which way are they fleeing? This way. All right, they're out in front of us, running. And who's this? Is this more track? More wolves fleeing? Yes, they're fleeing now. So they're fleeing from me. I spooked them. But maybe I can see them up here. Okay, there's more tracks in front of us. Heading up that way. Wolves have always been hard. For me, anyway. They spook pretty easily. That's why you use the dead animal, like the elk, to attract them. It distracts them. And if you hide in a tree, you don't make noise. Okay, that's our female again. We discover... And she's behind me? Coming my way? Alright, fine. I'm going to go back and... Oh, but I'm not going to shoot a girl. Right? So I'm going to let her go. Turn around this way, but I could go back. And meet her. She's like literally following me. That I find hilarious. Going looking over this ridge here. Because this is grizzly bear country. And have I told you about the first time I met a grizzly? First time I saw it, it was like all the other animals run away from you when you spook them. Like not all of them, but most of them. And the first time I saw a grizzly, he was running at me. And then you need something big enough to take down a grizzly bear at point blank range. So I had like a 44 pistol or something and just shot him in the face. And it worked. I was like, holy crap, that scared the shit out of me. They make bear guns. I don't know if my 308 would take down a bear. It might. It's got a pretty good kick. I don't know if you guys know your guns, but we can always have gun talk on the Hunter and talk about 308s and 270s. And what did my friend have? What did he like to use? I forgot. Like a 30-06 or 7mm? Is that a thing? I think he liked the 7mm. Was his favorite. And we can talk about ballistics and trajectory of the bullets. That's all simulated in this game. That the bullets have drop. Like if you're trying to do a 300-yard shot, they're pretty accurate. He liked them. He was the kind of guy that could shoot at 300 yards. Most young men in Idaho can shoot 300 yards, so be careful there. They're quite good. What do we have here in the middle of the road? Yeah, I want to take you up higher up in the mountains and show you some of the trains. And there are, oh, what do we call them in other game? They're the wolves. And see that ring? They are right here. Holy crap. I'm looking for them. But there, yeah, we call them prefabs. There's like a mining thing up above, I believe I get to. Show you some other nice locations in the game. So they're like out there somewhere. See any wolves? Anybody? Oh, damn, look right in the middle of the road. Is one. So I'll pick that truck up later. I want to get that elk. Right? That's that elk that she's still following me. She's on the trail behind me. Alright, and I'd ask chat to say, anybody want to kill the doe? And nobody's in chat, so I won't kill the doe. Unless specifically asked to. Okay, and then here, since I see the wolf tracks, I can pick them up again. They're trotting this way, and they're still close. So that ring will expand and get larger and larger as time goes by, estimating how far they could be in any direction. But they're like right here. They're like right in front of me. And I can't see them. I mean, you see my little hunting mate? I'm looking right out there. And nothing. No tracks. Really? Nothing? This is hard. So I'll go to the gun. I'll like take the scope. And I don't have to be zoomed in all the way, but I'm looking. Wolf sign. Wolf. Wolf? How do you enunciate wolf? Alright. I can hear my own heart beating. So yeah, I do get an adrenaline rush out here, like when an animal's close. Like, where are they? Yeah, oh, there's the wolf right there. Alright, I'll shoot a wolf, right? There's nothing wrong with shooting a wolf. Ooh, right in the face, right? Bang. Alright, there you go. Put the gun away. Now with that shot, I've scared everything. Right? See how I saw the wolf first, and that makes all the difference. I'll go ahead and well, I guess I'll go ahead and not up. I'll go ahead and walk up. So boom, boom. And I don't like shooting doggies, but he was there. Now, he may not be alone, but the gun probably scared him off. Yeah, look at all the tracks around him. And he was walking at me. They were supposed to be going away. Oh, did you hear him? Really? The gun didn't scare him? Or they won't leave their mate. But I heard something. It could be a grizzly, too. That was kind of a gruff, like a gruff. Alright, don't mess with me, Mr. Bear. Okay, here's our wolf. Neat, pretty. They've done a nice job. And you click on him, and it tells you all about it. It's a wolf. It's a female. She weighed 43 kilometers. I got 100 points for the harvest, so that was a good kill. It looks like I got a right lung. I actually shot her through like the head, and it went through the heart, the lung, the shoulder blade, and the neck. And she died in wound time 0. She died instantly. So that's what we're trying to do out here is humane kills. So I collect the points, and she should disappear. It's like, whoosh, you collect the carcass. So you get penalized if you hurt an animal and you don't kill it, and it runs bleeding, and you have to, and if you don't collect it at all, they hold that against you. And you have to spend your time hunting and trying to find the carcass of the animal in the forest, and hopefully that won't happen to us tonight. I don't like that part. So it's like I try to do one shot, one kill, do a nice humane kill, and move on. So we got a wolf pelt. Now what do you think that track is out there? Okay, this shot scared everybody away, so that's why I'm kind of tromping around. So I'll go ahead and tromp out to that and see who's left out here. And is it a wolf fleeing? There it is. That's a wolf. And that is a wolf trotting. All right. That away. Nice. Okay, I'm going to crouch down. I'm going to stay on the trail because it's quieter and start being sneaky again. Because there's a lot more hunting to do. Figure I'd do like the day, one day of hunting. See what we can get. Now there were 2 male elks. And where did they go? Right, because they're still out here wandering about. I forgot my calls. But we're going to kind of go up a trail and up on top of a ridge up here, and a lot of times the elk go from down here up there. They wander around in the forest, so we could see them again. I mean, I don't want to call it luck, but it really does have to do with what you come across. Yeah, actually getting a wolf, a random wolf, actually went pretty well. I'd say they're kind of hard to get. They're spooky. So we got lucky. But yeah, they're right on the trail a lot of times. I guess the animals like the trail too. They'll like come walking down the trail at you. So I haven't... There's the wolf. And they're ahead of us. Pretty much on the trail. So carry on. We're likely to see some more wolves. Now, will the wolves scare the elk away? Or are the wolves there because of the elk? These and more questions you can help me answer. Yeah, so this is kind of like our space building games. I just like being in this game, like you say. It's a nice chill game. You can stop hunting at any time and relax. Generally, when you run out of bullets and ammo out here is when you have to go back to the lodge. We have some new tracks here. Oh, look at that. That's an elk. Previous. He's roaming. He's going that way, but he's probably long gone. Okay. I'm going to keep going up. I don't know if you see the sun going away, but the weather changes. So see that big bright thing? That's our elk, I think. What is he doing here? It's like walking in circles. Maybe he turned around. Maybe the gun scared him. Okay, now he's going this way. So I'll collect this. I'm just going to keep carrying on. I don't feel like gathering all these tracks. But who's here with the elk? Who do you think? Look, the wolves are chasing the elk. I told you. So yeah, the wolves are chasing an elk through here. That's what's happening. Alright. The howl came from further up here. Yeah, I thought this is a good game I can just play for people who just want to hang out and relax. Chill. Alright, click. They're right friggin' there. Right here. Alright, pull out the gun. Reload. Where are they? I mean, look at all the tracks around me. I feel like I'm surrounded. So I'm going to slowly try to position myself where I can just look. I guess I could show you like a tree stand tonight. Like there's a dead tree. So I can pull this off. It's like I'm looking around to make sure the wolf isn't right here under me. And I'm going to go to this dead tree here. I should have a tree stand, but I didn't bring it with me. Oh, you're going to love this. I think I'm going to do the whole thing. Let's see what I got. It's like right, the guy is right here. But, you know, I won't freak out if I don't kill another wolf. I'll show you some things. Like, I have a tree stand. Do you know what a tree stand is? Hunters use them. There's a lot of different hunting aids in the game. So, if you look at my inventory here, what do I hit for inventory? I? What a concept. I have a gun, scope and bullets, a bow and arrow, and just some, I think these are bullets. What are you? 17 high velocity rounds. That's a varmint rifle. But I got first aid kits, a rabbit call. I must have been hunting rabbits. Bows and arrows. I didn't bring the tent? What is wrong with me? Lodge? Loadouts. Oh, it must be in here. Here's equipment. Yeah, there's my tent. Normally I carry it. There's binoculars, rangefinder, camera. Here's my clothing I'm wearing. So here's some information that this is the Sneaky 3D Fall Forest camo I'm wearing, and it's the complete set. And these are the glasses that cause problems. So we want the tent here, and that's, looks like you hit an O to use it. And by placing a tent in the forest like I'm about to do, you can access all your inventory. So, why isn't it working? Is that another dead animal up there? See that bright glowing red spot? That's strangeness. But I'll get my tent, and what I want to get is that tree stand out, and I was going to show you the tree stand. But we have to go investigate. That may be another why the wolves are here. In fact, I'll go up here. First, let me see if I can get my tent working. So, back to inventory. Equipment. Oh, is it 0 is the number? It's not Q. It's like, what do I hit to do that? So, 0. And there's my tent. And if I put it up there, I can get the tree stand. Which, why don't I do that? You got to find a level area for the tent. So, where's some level land? You know, of course there's none here. Alright. So let's go back. We'll go up to this spot where it looks like there's something dead. And I'll put it up there if I can. We're looking for level ground. But yeah, that's the wolf thing, though, I think I'm tracking. It's so bright. Wow, look at all these bright things. What am I tracking? I don't even know. Man. Alright, new dat. New trail. Deer. She's right in front of us here. I'll let her go, though, because she's a girl. But we could get a pretty picture of her. And that's the other thing. We can pull out the camera, and we can just take photos of them. And that's kind of like shooting. I shot the animal for their photograph. You're getting distracted. How's it going? I don't know. Do I look good and I sound good? That's the first thing you can tell me. And I found that Steam was downloading Fallout 76 or something like that. Is why it was using my bandwidth, and you couldn't hear me before. So I shut it off. So hopefully it sounds better now. And yeah, I was telling the viewers that this... Oh, dude, he's right there. On the ground. Pew. Rifle out. But it's a girl, right? I'm not going to shoot her. To see that I could totally could. But you can look at her. See how beautiful they are, the animals, how they've modeled them? Hello, girl. Right, that's a heart shot right there. But I'll let you go. I'm looking for the big boys. Is she going to walk right by me? I'm laying on the ground. Hello. I'll let her. This is great. I'm glad this is happening for y'all. So Rocky ML 300. She's 300 pounds. Unlocks at level 5. And there she goes. She got spooked. More buffers? Looks good and sounds good. No more buffers. Okay. I'm freaking out. All right. Up. Stand up is shift. Shift. Okay. That was an elk. So I was looking for a red spot down here that I thought might be a dead elk. And when I see a dead elk on the ground, to me that's a wolf bait trap. Can you hear the crows? Like, there they are. Yes, it's totally a thing. There's crows above a carcass. So where would you like to put our tree stand? Okay, we got to get the tent out. So I need level ground. I'm coming up here to level ground-ish. Right about here looks about as good as it's going to get. So that was 0. 0 to put out my tent. Now, come on. Give me some green. Did they really make it this hard to place the tent? I'm going to go over the hill here and try to find level ground. It'll turn green when I can place it. Oh, there it was right there. Little fly, right there. Voila. Give me my tent. So what a tent represents in the game is your entire inventory is in here. We don't really sleep in them or anything. You just walk up to your tent. What did I do? How do I access my tent? Right, I should just be able to walk up to it. Oh, press I for inventory. I. Ta-da, and here's all my guns. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, in this game, I've got a... What is this? That's a 243. I've got a 357 Magnum revolver. There's a whole thing in revolver hunting, you know, that you get bunnies with raw revolvers. And so I got a 44 and a 357 Magnum. I got a shotgun. There's a whole thing on shotgun hunting. This is a nice one, I think. Is that my 308? Yeah, that's my 308. And then we got black powder. That's fun. We got bows. That's a 12 gauge single shot. I think this is like a 22 Grasshopper Bunny pistol. This is a 17 high velocity HMR round. It's like a 22 rifle. You get to make a choice. The 17 had better ballistics and a flatter trajectory than a 22, so I use it for like bunnies and stuff. And then this one is a 9.3. That's like my biggest break action. That's my bear gun. All right. And then there's equipment. And in the equipment, we have ropes. There's like climbing. Oh, I got face paint. If you want to see me paste up my paint sometime. What is this stuff? Oh, scent eliminator. I'm carrying rations for food, cameras, scent. I can cover my scent. I needed my tree stand. Like, where's my tree stand? Equipment. And this is bottled water. I'm so confused. Like, where... You know, they've had updates to the game. I wonder if my tree stand is gone? Okay, here's lodges and loadouts. Equipment. Lodge. Yeah, I don't see a tree stand in there at all. How did I lose my tree stand? It was cool. I wonder if I have to load it up. What is this? I got a 10th anniversary jacket. I got 2. I got the elite version and the veteran, huh? This is my Arctic jackets. But yeah, I'm so sad. Clear equipment, no. It should be like right here. Equipment. Lodge. Oh well. I don't have a tree stand anymore. How about my calls? There's a lot of stuff that's not here. So I'm thinking you have to set it up before the game. I may have done something wrong. So, oh well. And then, to put this away, I think it would be 0 again? I heard that. How to put this thing down. I wonder if I took the tree stand down and, like, for the ropes we were climbing at one time. And you can only carry so much weight. Like, here's capacity. Alright. We're going to dismantle the tent. I totally clicked it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. E. Dismantle. So that's how you can access more inventory than you actually are carrying. And since I don't have my tree stand, I'll just carry on, because, right, we're not hunting wolves. But if I was, I would do them here. Like you saw the crows and the carcass, so you just sit here and wait for the wolves to come, and you pick them off. Like in this rifle, I'm pretty good to 100 yards. See how it's shaky cam? So I think you hold your breath. What do you do to hold your breath? Space bar, I think. Yeah, there it holds it, and then release. So they've included that in the game. Is holding your breath to steady your rifle is actually a thing. And prone will be more accurate, like if we lay down and shoot. Alright, carrying on. Back up the hill at the time is 10:30 in the morning. And about noon, the lighting's going to be good. So the animals are probably going to go down, take a nap this time of day. They'll bed down. So morning is your best hunting time. And evening, they'll get up and they'll scavenge? Is that what scavenge? For food. But for us, see how you can see the crows, like if you're looking for a carcass, and wolves, that you look in the sky for where the crows are to find them. That was all added while I was playing the game. They introduced the wolves and the whole wolf gameplay. So yeah, they've been working on this game for years, introducing new areas and new animals. I'm just skipping that. Kind of walking along until I see something or hear something. And like noon, this time of day is best for us for walking and trekking for the lighting. So I'll just carry on. And we'll see what we come across. I'm kind of shifting modes from the animals to the prefabs and stuff that will be in the game. I'm going to try to get up to the railroad tracks. And I'm going to stop here for a minute and take a look at the map and see if I remember where some of the mining stuff is. There's mines up here. So we're over here. We're going to come around down these railroad tracks to here. And then come down this road again. And I'm thinking I may just come across this area. Like, I can zoom out here. I wonder if I could come across here and through all this and down here. We'll just see how long it takes, how much time we want to spend doing this. But I think I'll stay out for like the day, the lighting. And then when the lighting's gone, we'll call it a night. And I'm kind of walking a little faster to make more progress. Yeah, I wonder where my tree stand went. We'll find out those things. So I'm playing this game, when I'm not streaming, just trying to remember how to do everything. But that was my plan, this is a game I enjoy, and I wouldn't mind being out here with other people. I've done it before with my hunting friends, and we had a good time. So that's what I thought I'd share with you guys. What it's like to be out here, the two of you trying to get a elk. That's a wolf. I think I'm going to ignore him. Yeah, he's way off the trail, which is fine. I don't think there's any food and water in the game, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't see anything like becoming dehydrated. This game is free to play, if you didn't know. When I bought it, it wasn't. I actually paid for the game and played it for years. And then everybody started doing the free-to-play models, and this one went free-to-play as well. Which is probably a good move. So they sell stuff in the store to make money. To get, like, camouflage I'm wearing and stuff. I guess that is pay-to-play, right? That you do better if you spend some money on the game. The guns you can buy. You get a few free ones. But I like to support the developers of the games I like to play. Now this is nice here. What are these yellow? Those aren't aspen. They're yellow something. And I guess this is fall, the time of year. Which it would be the rut, huh? That's when the animals are... that's the hunting season. So this model we're in is the Rocky Mountains in America. And I like it. I've been there. It's nice. This is a nice forest. If we go play in Europe, you'll see that European forests are different. And the European animals are different. They hunt different things there. Actually, I wonder if we can go hunting in Finland. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm not feeling the pressure to talk all the time because it's just a test for the audio and the video. And hopefully it's looking good and sounding good. It actually takes some effort to make it look good and sound good. It's like, doesn't just happen on its own. Or at least somebody might get lucky and do it. We reach an area in the trail here, we pretty much go like straight up, go down. It's not, yeah, that's this trail coming in here. Actually, that's the one that came up. Here's the trail coming in from the side down here. And so I'll go to the map, show you that we are right here. So we're going to take a right and head up this way and around here, and there's something here, and there's something here. All these question marks, and there's something here, and there's something here. I think they're mining areas. Like in the Rocky Mountains, you know, you might stumble across a mining area. But yeah, hopefully this is relaxing for you. And I'm intentionally trying to slow my talking down because, like in my past streams, I've noticed I'm like, blah, 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 talk real fast. I'm like, slow down so people can understand you better. That is a female. And she's way off to the side. But here's where we start up, and this is all elk country. I mean, I hear him in this little draw here all the time, but I rarely see him here. They'll be up at the railroad tracks. I'm wondering why they don't hang out in here. I guess this is a pass we're going through here. We're going up, and I can turn around, I guess, and you can't see it yet, but there'll be like lakes and stuff. So we're gonna go mountain climbing. Gonna go up where we get some views. Get above the trees. Yeah, there's actually a tree line and snow. We can keep climbing up. Thinking of turning my voice down and making my footsteps louder. Okay, when you get nice views like that, you can kind of stop and look. Like anything's out there. Looks like a good area though. See how the trees are thinning out. Haven't heard any bears yet. Okay, here's the aspen I was thinking of. These are white aspen. And I'll just stop and let you take a look at them. Just like, wow. I mean, I've actually been out in the forest. In Arizona, they have aspen there too. Yeah, if Zero's watching, I did Camp Geronimo and Camp Wiplawiki up on the rim. And I've seen these aspens up there. Maybe that's why I like this hunting area. It reminds me of Arizona. I mean, the mountains aren't this big in Arizona, but the forests are. If you didn't know, Arizona has lots of forests. Yeah, I guess I could share that with you, Zeros. I never realized growing up in Phoenix that we were like on the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Like if you turn east and northeast and head that way into the rim country, that's the Rocky Mountains. I always thought it was just like the rim, like Arizona's own personal mountains, but no. They go on into Mexico and Colorado. Alright, that's a female. Where are you at, girl? Alright, she's gonna be up on our left on the trail. So they're around. And where the girls are where the boys are. That's a thing. I hear like this grumbling, and I don't know if it's the audio in the game or like a car outside of my place, but it sounded like a bear. It's like brrrr. I think somebody's starting their engine outside. So the immersion factor here is what I'm kind of showing off. So if I'm quiet, you can just kind of get sucked into it. Oh cool. Oh cool what? I forgot what I even said. Oh cool 2. Oh cool. What was I talking about? Like aspen trees. Oh, that I went to the Boy Scout camps at Geronimo and Wiplawiki. Yeah. And I was the bugler. I don't know if I told you I played trumpet from like 4th grade through high school and marching band and all that. So I was the bugler at Camp Wiplawiki and actually woke everybody up with, what do you call that, reveille? And taps at night. So yes, my bugle has been heard on the Mogollon Rim in the summertime. There you go. So that's what's kind of climbing up here, is for the views. Say hello, everybody. So yeah, we were getting some elk sounds up there, but I don't feel like climbing up there. But you can, literally, like this is kind of a sandbox. You can go straight up these walls. I have a friend, a hunting friend, that does that. He just goes out on those peaks and just goes straight up to the highest point on the peak just to do it. And I think we've been on top of all those peaks just for the heck of it, because we've spent days out here hunting before. So we're just about up to the train tracks where I was going, and we should find some elk here. And if not, by the time we reach the end of the trains and head back to camp, the sun will be going down. So it is 11 in-game time now. Not hearing a lot of animals, not spooking anything. I expect something. There it is, off the left, right there. Do I want to go up there? It's a girl, so I'm not going to go chase a girl. If it was a guy, I'd go chase him. So we'll quietly, so let's go into stealth mode now. And listen to the male respond to the female's call. Give himself away. So if I had my calls, I have like a doe call. I could be sitting here going, squeak, squeak, chirp. I don't know, how do you make that sound? Eek. That the doe makes. But that attracts the males. And they'll come right to you, so I can call the males in. And then also there's a male bugle, the bugle call, that they'll also come in to challenge another male, and that you can get a big male to come in. God, is that just beautiful? I mean, look at the flowers and the aspens and the mountains. So that's why I said, I'd just do a chill stream, and that aside from the hunting fun, I think there's benefits of just being out here in the forest, relaxing. Kind of weird to think of hunting as relaxing, because I told you if a grizzly bear grunts, my heart will start racing. Okay, everybody be quiet. should be some boys up here, but it's noon, so they'll be bedded down. Okay, that's the girl again. It's a different girl, but they're still up there. They're right above the train tracks, so I'm going to go out here and get to the train tracks, kind of backtrack a little. And every time I do that, they come down at me, so I might start sneaking over here. But we got to be real quiet. I don't want to spook them. Maybe they're like a little herd up here. Because I'm just thinking, every time I go to the train tracks, I'm starting to talk fast again now. I'm all thinking, but when I go to the train tracks and I start chasing them, they come down this way, and I've chased them back down the trail, so I'm actually trying to intercept them now. See, I got a good view of that hillside. I'm kind of looking at the hillside over there. And if I find one, they'll probably, the others will be close. And I know there's like 2 girls up there. If there's 2 girls, then there might be a boy, but we haven't heard him yet. So I'm going to stay down here at the bottom of this hill and work my way around. But I'm looking for him, right? I'm actively... Okay, they should be like right up about there somewhere. Look at the sunlight coming through the tree. See the rays from the sun? I mean, is that spectacular? Here, Mr. Elk. Okay, so I'm kind of heading over toward that exclamation point. That's where the train tracks are, and there's tunnels. And so you can actually enter a train track tunnel and come out very far away from here. I actually should demonstrate that to you. That if I, oh god, if I do this one, I'll leave the map. Maybe this one, we can go in this tunnel and we'll come out over here. Yeah, I can do that. That'll be a neat trick, huh? And then we'll be right by these mining areas. Alright. Focus. Alright, we talked about focusing. What am I doing? I'm hunting. I mean, I don't want to go chasing up over the train tunnels after them. But this will be good for you that, you know, we'll spend some time out here in the forest. Crunching. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You see that wood pile over there? I wonder if that's just a wood pile for like insects and stuff. Forestry management. I'm going to go over and take a look at it and say, what in the world would cause this? I think what they're simulating is just a pile of debris is good for things that live out here. I don't think this is anything too special. Right, it's just stuff growing in there. I think that's man-made, though. Alright, so there's the train tracks. I can see them. And I don't see any elk between me and the train tracks. So we're just cruising on through here. Again, I'm looking all the time because I've got to see them before they see me. Yeah, I saw one like 2 days ago here, and he just walked off in the forest. And I'm like, how do you lose a 1,000-pound animal out here? And it's quite easy, especially if they're running. So what the tracks will do for me, it'll give me another quiet thing to walk on, and then there's quite a nice open space to where you can see any elk that happen to be on the tracks, around the tracks, in the open area. They should be around here. I don't know what I did. This is where I expected to find them. And there's the train entrance. We're not going to go in this one. That like goes out of the park. Ah, that was close. Right there. Right there. I'm going to go to the ground. I need cover. Tree will do. There, I'm blending in. Nothing to see here. She was right over there, but it's a girl, right? So I'm not going to kill her. But is there a boy around here looking for her? But I'd still like to be able to see her, and I'll show her to you guys if I can find her. I hear crunching. This is when a bear comes up behind me. Man, they're so close and so well hidden. Say, any thoughts? I guess I'll try and get closer. I may spook her. But we're going down that way, down the tracks. But first I'm sneaking over to the other side, and then I gotta get behind some trees. See if I can find her. She sounded cute though, she sounded young. And she was so close. She was like right here. I'm not going to go chasing her very far into the forest. I expected to see her like right here. Again, how do you lose a 1,000-pound animal out here? Alright, I'm going to go on. But quietly, we're in hunting mode now, so I'm going to sneak down here. Let's see, the shadows are on the other side. This side is well lit. It's about 11. Look at that red hot spot. That's her. That's where she was. Okay, so if I collect it, it'll tell me what direction she's heading and how close is she. So I'll spend a little time doing this, showing you how to hunt. Right here, tracks right here, and she's going that way. So she's up there somewhere. And I don't see another red hot spot real close, so normally I'd follow this along here. I'm looking for more tracks. But I don't see him. I'll go a little ways. So she's walking away from us. She's walking away from the tracks. God, she should be like, there she is. There's the tracks right there. That's where she was. That's the last one I'll get. So she was here. And she's heading that way. She's close. She's very close. Alright, I will keep going just to, since we're so close. Okay, there's another track. Oh, dude, is she going, she's back by the train tunnel? What is she doing? She's like walking around us? Where did she go? There she is. Right there. Alright, get the binoculars. Ta-da! So I'm not going to shoot her. I'll just get a good picture of her. Hello, little girl. So see, it's red now. It's tracking her. It's going to give me all of her details. Here she is, a 300-pound female. Yosh. Hello, little girl. How close can I get? Okay, so I think you guys, I could shoot her if I wanted to. But there she is. That's the the elk AI. They do pretty good. I mean, they actually model the internal organs. So like when the bullet pierces the heart and the lungs, you know, it all does that kind of damage. All right. So I found her. Ta-da. All right, girl. Enjoy your life. Carry on. Make babies. I'm like, next. Where are the boys? Gotta go find the males. Okay, so I'm not worried about spooking her anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and stand up. Crunch, crunch, crunch through the forest. Yeah, see that ring on my hunter mate? That's how close she was. When you collect like 3 tracking things, I hear her. She's like following me now. They do that. Like you turn around and you got an elk like behind you. I mean, I hear her. She's running. But I never saw her. So see how you can't see him? Alright. Carrying on down the railroad tracks. So yeah, if you didn't know this was in the game, right? There are these. I don't think I've ever seen a train out here, but these are kind of easy to walk on. I was trying to decide whether to go on the left or the right side, depending on the lighting. But it's like noon, so they're both about the same. So what we're looking for is elk out in front of us, way down the tracks, you know, and see them before they see me. Turn around here, and that's it, going backwards. And then watch the sky. Clouds are coming in, it looks like. Might get a storm. That's one thing I was going to point out to you. You know, like, notice that the weather's good now, and it's beautiful, and then there will be times when the weather's not so good. So we've had a nice trip so far, huh? No rain at all yet. But the rain in the Rockies is a thing. So again, I'm kind of walking faster to make more progress. We should hear the elk before we see him. I heard that. Is that the same girl? Probably, but she's out there. Yeah, so I was a Boy Scout, and so I've done lots of backpacking stuff, and that's what this reminds me of. So I like being out. Like the rim, like in, you know, when you're on the Mogollon Rim in Arizona, isn't it like, you know, you're looking up at the rim? And that's with both Camp Geronimo and Wiki are below the rim. So they're down to like about 1,000 feet like this, looking up at the top. So I'm just going to kind of cruise along here until I hear some guys. And when we reach the other side where the next tunnel is, we're going to go through it. And that's going to like teleport us. So it's kind of good to know little shortcuts like this. I didn't even know this stuff was in the game for a long time until I got up here. Can I run? I guess that's kind of running. Running spooks the animals. Consider walking. Oh, may spook. Okay, fine. You know, like running would spook them. Yeah, so you can go out here. You can never look at yourself except when you're back at camp. So maybe if you remind me next time, I'll show you what I look like. Not too bad. This is one of my favorite hunting areas. Did I mention that? And this is kind of a bandwidth test to see how long this goes on. Maybe like an hour or two. I thought I'd go ahead and burn a lot of data at a megabit per second. What did I calculate? Like a megabit per second. That's a million bits per second. And correct me if is there 100 megabits in a gigabit? I think so. So that'd be 100 seconds. So like every 2 minutes I'm using it? No, that wouldn't be right. I think it's 1,000 megabits is in a gigabit. So that means 1,000 seconds. So 600 seconds is 10. So like every 15 minutes I'm using a gigabit of data. So I might do an hour would be 4 gigs, and 2 hours would be 8 gigs. I might do an hour or two just for a test, because in my quest, you know, is to look better and sound better. So if it looks good and it sounds good, it's worth it. And I can sustain an uninterrupted program if I do it all right. But yeah, do one little thing like let Steam start updating my games, and it'll screw everything up. Don't see anything. Don't hear anything. For elk, that is. Wolves, we're not hunting. They're out here. Oh, they're on that ridge. Like we're above the camp where we were hiking earlier. So the things that we were coming across down below us are now possibly coming up here. They do that. They come straight up the mountain. They got like hooves and stuff. Okay, it's noon, but it's kind of cloudy, so I'm thinking a storm might be rolling in. Not yet, though, but It is cloudy. Yeah, so see the simulation of the sun and the shade, and it's just, I had no idea that this stuff is what would be coming. So yeah, for me, virtual reality is just right around the corner. I mean, how much further is it? It's just the display and the technology. The games are ready. I wish I could find a grizzly bear. That would be fun to show you guys. And there's always males and females of everything. So there's male grizzlies and female grizzlies. I don't know which one's worse. Like, the sow might actually be worse if she has cubs. But yeah, first time I met a grizzly, I think I died. And I'm glad that happened in a simulator, right? First, because then you'd be an idiot outing grizzly, like in Montana. I was up there a lot of times. There's grizzlies up there, so yeah, you can be an idiot and go out camping in grizzly country and die. If you didn't know it. Yeah, and winters. You know how, that's what I can share with Zeros. You know how we learned as a Boy Scout, camping in Arizona, the desert can kill you. So you've got to carry water and shelter and there's basic survival techniques. What I learned in Montana is the winter will kill you up there. So you've got to learn how to survive in a whiteout in the middle of winter. And yeah, they don't have a homeless problem in Montana. They all die. I'm like, thought about, do I want to move to Montana? But yeah, if you're homeless, you're going to die up there. They get winters with 10 feet of snow. And that's where Jaeger came from, is Idaho. He'd go out in the wintertime and dive into a 10-foot bank of snow for the fun of it. Yes, what was that sound? I think that was a track, but there's no track here. Strange. Yeah, I haven't played this game much on my new AMD computer with the new graphics card, and so it looks much better. I spent a lot of time in this game on my laptop. So I'm enjoying looking like those dead tree snags, is that what you call them? Really look sharp. And I'm not going to worry that we're not getting elk and bears because I'm going to just go ahead and reinforce I'm actually showcasing the forest too. Just, you want to chill with me? This is a place we can hang out and relax. And talk. And chat. Which is kind of what I plan on doing. It's the latest thing. All the cool kids are doing it. So if it's noon, I think we're about halfway through our day, and so as far as we've walked is about how much further we can walk. And that's probably where I'll cut the stream off. So I think we're right about in the middle of it. Alright, that's a female, and she's pretty darn close. Yeah, she's just right up ahead here. So it'll be a good chance to show. So, since she's there, I'll get sneaky. And I'll pull out my rifle and just show you. I expect her to show up, like, right kind of there. Zoom out. And she's going to be on this side. She's almost on the tracks. And then again, if you wanted to kill her, you'd see her before she sees us. And with my camo on, I'm super sneaky. But I should be in the trees. I mean, I don't blend into the railroad tracks. But if I was in the forest, I would be virtually invisible. I think it'll give us a indicator of how stealthy we are. I'm going to go over here in the grass and lay down in it, kind of like hide from her, and see if it tells me if I'm being sneaky. It's like if I wanted to get behind the tree in the shade here and get down on my belly. Is there anything say sneaky? And I'll just show you this is what we can do. I've done a lot of this crawling and sneaking up on animals. We come around the tree. Ooh, and the rock. And I would expect her like right there. But I don't see her. Okay, so we'll carry on. being kind of sneaky, and so I'm kind of standing over here to the right, blending in with the trees. That's the thing about my camo is, like, if I stand next to a tree here, if you could see it, I would, like, blend in really well. And I'm being quiet. I don't want to spook the female because, again, she might be attracting the males. So I'm just trying to figure out the whole thing going on up here. Yeah, so since we're in the middle of the stream, anything you can think of to make the stream better, Zero? Can you hear me drinking and chomping on food, or it sounds good and it still looks good? So far, mainly what I'm trying to do is just keep something on Twitch. The stuff I did before is timing out and disappearing, so I was going to do another Kerbal Space Program, but I thought you guys have seen 2 of those in a row now. I'm basically going to do the same thing again until I get it perfect. And I thought I'd do this just to chill until I do another Kerbal Space Program. But if you're listening, I thought we need to think about, doing the 7 Days to Die for... Well, now what is that? Did you hear that? And then I can't repeat it. Okay, I guess we're over a trail. Oh, it's a pheasant trail. Yeah, there's pheasants out here. Up ahead. But yeah, do the 7 Days to Die, and I don't know if anybody else has a 7 Days to Die they could play with us. And then what else did I want to do? Oh, Valheim or something with Lemon. Get us all together again in a multiplayer game. So we've all been doing solo stuff lately. I thought, let's make plans to try to get together sometime. Okay, so that elk was like supposed to be around here somewhere. There she is. Oh, they're way back there. That's the other one. Wonder if a female will respond to a female. I think they might. They'll call each other and they'll seek each other out, like when females like to run around together. So let's look at the map. And here's the tracks and this explanation point. We're almost halfway there. There's a little turn here. I wonder if this is another tunnel. It'd be marked if it was, I think. So I wonder what it is. I don't know. We might have to go investigate. Okay, back to walking normal. Actually, that's a chance you can see my camo, like see my forearm when it goes out there. More like fall leaf camo. I wonder if this forest was procedurally generated or if they literally placed every tree. And I don't know. But I kind of suspect it looks like they built this thing by hand. What do they call that? A handmade map? I'm just kind of being quiet, letting you enjoy the forest. You know what that is? That's a boy. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's down there. That's a long way away. You want to go get him? You want to go tromping across the forest? That's the only male we've seen. Like, here we are. He's down here. That's a cliff. That's a pretty hard cliff. I'm going to keep going. Because I don't want to go down the cliff. And then if I start chasing elk through the forest, it'll never end. You know, the stream could go on for quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and carry my plan, which is going to be to just kind of show you some of a tour, you know, continue going down here, show you the tunnels, show you some mining camps, and then we'll call it a night. So like this way I can see the end of the stream inside if I go taking off chasing. Now who crossed the tracks here? What do you think this is? And then I've turned around before and you've seen an elk following you behind you. Oh, look at all the tracks. What is going on here? Alright, we'll just start collecting 5 of them. Oh, if these are pheasants, I'm gonna like... Yeah, they're pheasants. You guys hear something? Like rain? There's like pheasant sounds. Alright, well I'm gonna ignore the pheasants. But yeah, you can come, I guess you do shotgun with pheasants. A bird shot, like a small one. And I've hunted pheasants because, you know, you get 50 pheasants, you get points. And with the points, I think we can unlock guns. I don't know. I forget if you have to buy the guns or if you can unlock them by just experience. But you saw I've got a lot of guns. So yeah, the black powder was fun. And the archery's fun. So that's what I thought is I'll get an elk tonight with a 308, and then on another stream I'll do bow hunting. Because I'm remembering how to do all this stuff. Like I wouldn't want to come out and try to do a bow right off the bat because it's like you never find the elk. Oh, and I need my tree stand would be great for archery and bow hunting. And if you didn't know, like bow hunting has some of the best bows. They've got compound bows now that are really nice. And I actually purchased a compound bow up in Montana. But I never actually took it hunting, but I practiced. I got to where I could nail, like tacks they call it, like a dime size hole, put the arrows in a dime at 100 yards, no, at 30 yards. I did like 30, 40, and 50 yard markers. And I could just drive them all right in the bullseye. But it was more the bow's ability than my skills. What are these? Are these still pheasants? Yep. I'll just come out here where you can see the view. Right? I told you I like camping, I like hiking, and this just triggers that in me of why you go backpacking. Yeah, one of my claims to fame, I don't know if I ever told you, is if you heard of the Pacific Crest Trail. So that's a trail that starts at the Mexican border down by San Diego where I lived and goes up to Canada, all the way along the coast. The coastal mountains, like pick the first coastal mountains you come across in every state and that's where the trail goes. So I followed it up from the Mexican border in one trip, and then I went up to what's called San Jacinto Peak above Palm Springs. It goes up to 10,000 feet. Did you realize that there's a 10,000 foot mountain like between me in LA and Palm Springs? And then on the other side is a higher mountain, like 11,000 feet, San Gorgonio. And the pass at the bottom is only down like 1,000 feet, so there's a 10,000 foot escarpment on the north face of San Jacinto. And I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail to the top of it in like 4 days and resupplied in Idlewild, and then did another 4 days to the summit of San Jacinto. And I sat up there after Santa Ana and I could see past the Colorado River, past the Mexican border. I could see the Channel Islands out in the ocean. And north, the Sierra Nevada just stood out to the north. Guess who that is? Who you be? Alright, he's up there at the end of the road. I was totally going to go up there. Sorry, I'm kicking my mic stand now. As I try to get comfortable. Yeah, he's over there. Right? He's worth chasing a male. How big do you think he is? Is he young? Is he old? How many points does he have? Do you know the antlers have points? And we get points for his points. So he was right there at the beginning of that tunnel. He's like right there. Where is he? I'm super sneaky. But yeah, he was right there by that tunnel. Alright, where are you? Mr. Elk. Mr. Elk. He's totally here somewhere. Well, I can wait for him to bugle again. Why did he bugle? And these sonar pings are not 100% accurate. Where are you, dude? We're looking for a male. We are looking for you, or exactly what we're looking for. Alright, I feel like he's here somewhere. Where could he be? I'm just gonna wait for more clues, because there's like no red tracks, right? We picked him up, so I should see where he is. Okay, they'll totally sneak around behind me. So hear how much noise I'm making in the grass. So I'm going to try and getting out here in the tracks to try to be a little quieter. But I'm back to that. Yeah, how do you lose a big animal here? Okay, I hear something. That was a grunt. That was almost like a bear grunt. Or wolf. So... there he is. There he is on top. Right here. Right, and he's got a rack. And he's positioned for a heart shot, so rifle in hand. I'm going to get on the ground, I think, for stability. Zoom in, and you want to shoot him right in the heart, right above the shoulder blade, right? Barf. And drop him. Did you see that? I think I did it. That's what this stream was all about. I'm going to stand up. No, don't put on my glasses. And we got to go up there and get him. My hunter mate. I should be standing up. I feel like I'm going so slow, so my heart's pounding a little bit now. So yeah, there's a big adrenaline rush when you fire. That was loud. Yeah, you heard it? You were here just for that? I got an elk. Zero. I got him. Big male with a rack. I want to run. There we go. You know, they say I'll spook him. But see how I knew he was here? Like, where is he? He's on course. He's on top of the tunnel. Do you think I can get up there even? I gotta climb that. See, that's what happens. You just shoot your thing and you can't get to the carcass. So I'm gonna have to like go all the way around here to come up. Can I climb this? All right. Is it working? Go, Mr. Hunter. There he is. Oh. And again, look at how big he is. Wow. Look at that. I mean, in real life, when you see an animal this big, how gorgeous they are, but I'll get up close so you can see the detail. And if you didn't know, let's see, I can put this thing down. I can grab him. I forgot how to get my hands empty. Like, is it 9? Yeah, that slot's empty. 1? Okay, put it away. Nope, there's the rifle. You can grab his horns. Like, where's the camera? I think it's 5. No. 6? There's the camera. Then, see how you can't see his face? We can grab the whole carcass and move it around. I think, do I have to be in the camera mode to do it? So, oops, I don't think that. I don't know. Any questions? That was loud. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just collect him. Here's my hunter mate. I click it and it tells you that he's a 300 kilogram, 100% trophy integrity. That means that his head, if you shoot him in the head, you can screw it up so they can't be mounted. Wound time, 0, killed, so that's an instant kill. I hit his left and right lung. It was like a through the body shot from 100 meters, right? I told you that was a 100-meter shot. I'm good at 100 meters. But the goal is to get up to 200 meters and 300 meters. So that was a good hunt for me. That was a good kill, a good humane kill, a nice size trophy, a solo animal. So let's go see if we can get another one. But that was it. If you guys have any questions, that's why I brought you here. So I brought you hunting. See if you can get yourself an elk. That's how you do it. Wait, what did it take me, an hour in the game to find him? And you see I didn't shoot the girls. So we'll just continue on now. Loud. Boom, yes. Gunshots are loud if you didn't know. Like when you fire. See, normally when you go to the range and I practice, you wear earmuffs. And so when you're actually out hunting, like, do you stop and put your earmuffs on? You know, some do. But like, especially with a rifle, they're very loud. Okay, slow down, so I'm just walking. Take a deep breath. Calm down. Let's continue on. But I find that exciting. I enjoy that. So that's what I was saying is I get the rewards and the feelings of hunting without actually killing any animals. I feel like if you want to learn how to hunt, if you want to be good at it, and how you do it, that this is a great simulator. And no animals will die in our entertainment tonight. I keep drinking the wrong way. I keep swallowing the wrong way. And you can tell it really messes my voice up. Like, I was taking a sip of coffee. It's like down the wrong way. But I will carry on for you. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's all good. Yeah, what else did I do that was loud? Okay, so it was loud, but was it clear and undistorted? Because like with the Kerbal Space Program, the same thing with the rocket engines. Being very loud, but they were not distorting, so I think it was perfect. You don't want to hit the headroom. Like in digital, there is no headroom. Like when you hit it, it just breaks up. That's my 308. Bam! Okay, so that was the rifle. I could try to use the bow. Like, do you want to see the bow? I'll do this like this. There's the bow. And I can waste some arrows. Like, say that tree was where the deer is. I gotta get within like 30 meters or so. Now, let's get down on like one knee, and I don't want to move when the elk's that close. So I've got a rangefinder. I think it's 5, and I'd look at the elk and I'd say, all right, there's the tree. It is 60 feet or 20 meters. That's close, right? Because I think my pins are like 30 meters. But I'll go ahead and fire one. Like if I pull up the bow and see I got 3 pins, like the top one I think is 30, then the yellow one would raise it up to go 40, and the red one would be 50. So I'll just shoot it. But yeah, look at that bow. Isn't it totally cool? That looks just like my real bow, practically. Now, how do I put that away? Not E, F. Oh, that was awesome. That's a whistle. And is there an animal there? Nope. But if you go over to the tree, what I'm going to show you, the arrow should be there. They've actually modeled it. So the projectiles do fly. All right. Now that I've told you. Oh, there it is. It's like, where is it? Oh, and it's driven in. Look at how deep it went. That's pretty deep. And I cannot call it back. I can't get it back. And these are razor blade tips. These are hunting tips. So they're like razor blades. If you didn't know, they're the thing to kill an elk quickly with a bow. You've got to hit some major arteries, and you want to bleed it to death like really quick. Hit it in the heart with those razor blades, and you create massive hemorrhaging. Is what you want for a humane kill. Get it over with as quickly as possible so the animal doesn't suffer. Now, who's out here? What do you think this is? I see a track, if you don't see it. Pheasants. Oh, joy. All right, are we not thrilled about pheasants? Check the map and see how much further we have to go. All right, we're over halfway. So we should be there in no time. We'll wrap this thing up. But that was good. So I came with a goal to get you an elk, and I did it. So I can end the stream and feel good. Right, I showed you the shot was from the side, which that's what you want, from my understanding, is a lung shot. Is that what you want to call it, a heart lung shot? So a lot of time, like if I were to go hunt the animal, you actually study the animal and its anatomy, so you know where the heart and the lungs are to place the shot. I guess I'll make a little more noise until we get some kind of animal signs. So that's running. I don't want to run. And then breathing hard. Should be some bridges up here. Bridges are kind of cool because it's like a sniper's nest. Like the deer, I'll go ahead and get up on the tracks here. The deer are unlikely to see us up on the bridge. They might. I could crouch, but I'll show you that it'll be a great view up here. I've been here before if you didn't know. I've done this before. I'd say one of my favorite maps. And I'm just repeating myself saying there's probably a dozen maps now. So that's how this game keeps expanding, is introducing new maps. So here's the view I was talking about. So we're looking, are there any elk or deer down there? I'll go ahead and cross the bridge. But yeah, we haven't heard anything call. That's fine. That was a good one. Like, I really couldn't have done much better. That's pretty much exactly where I thought I'd find him. And he was there. Normally there's more. This area is well known for its elk herds and bears and stuff, and we haven't seen much. So it's just every trip is different. So yeah, if I ever go hunting with you guys, you just never know what you're going to find out here. But that's the lake way down there that we started at. The views are just spectacular. So yeah, I just like playing this a lot of times. It just reminds me of hiking, and this is what I do when I'm hiking. There's the tree line up there in the snow. So we're just below it. I want to show you this train tunnel, and so you can see, I think you were asking Zero about how do you get around in the game. And you pretty much pick the kind of hunt you want. Like, do you want to hunt in Australia or in the Rockies? And then you enter a lodge there, and then you get around by walking. I think there's a Jeep in the game. I remember that. Some kid, you can purchase them though. Is this game? It might be. I seem to remember a Jeep running around in the forest. With some kid, who spent money, just had money and came in with his Jeep and ran off all of our game. Oh, this is multi. Did I tell you can go on servers, and hunt with the public too, if you wanted to. And I think it's like ours. If I was hosting a game and a server, people could join. So that's kind of, I'm encouraging the viewers, if you want to hunt with me, I will set it up. Because my theory is a lot of people don't know what we do in these PC games. And so the idea is to show them. And to get you, if you're a new PC gamer, into the game. Because I've been doing this for a while. I'm an enthusiastic PC gamer. Yeah, I'm in a group. We build our own PCs, so we get our own motherboards and the specs these days. So I've been building computers for 40 years, just so you know. So my specs for the next one is that I like 32 gigs of RAM. I like a terabyte of SSD storage. What else do I want? Oh, processor. I'm going with Ryzen processors now. Like the Ryzen 9, is that a thing? Or the 5900? And what else am I getting? So the motherboard, I like Asus motherboards, processor, memory, hard drive. Oh, graphics cards. Yeah, then pick the one you want. So I told you this one's a 1660, but it's already out of date. It was for high definition, just for me to get started, and I've been looking at graphics cards, and I was looking at the 2000 series, but the 3000 series is already out. So, the 2000 was obsolete in just a few months. So I'm thinking I want a 3000 now to upgrade. That would be the upgrade. There's no reason to go to a 2000. I was looking at the CUDA cores, and the 3000 series basically has a lot more CUDA cores. Like this one I think has 1,000, and then the 2000 has 2,000 CUDA cores, and the 3000 has 4,000 for the 3060, and then they go up from there 6,000 CUDA cores in the 3070. It's whoa, God, things just keep the rate of change, and the technological improvement is just amazing. So yeah, the laptop I'm looking at has a 3070, and then I was thinking of upgrading this AMD to a 3070 with 8 gigs of RAM. It's that. So I'm mentioning these numbers because this is the new standard that pretty much all my friends are building to. We need 32 gigs for these games anymore, and the SSDs are just a game changer, right? And the processors are just awesome, multi-core, and the graphics cards are just everything's so awesome. It's a good time to be a PC gamer. So yeah, that's why if you guys are new, welcome aboard. All right, here's our tunnel up ahead. So I'll stop here and kind of point out to you on the map what's happening. So you notice no trains came by. I don't know if they'll ever do anything like that. You can see the tunnel up ahead. That is a train tunnel. I always keep it on the urge out here to get my axe out and chop some of these trees down. Get some wood. I want to build out here. Sounds like a good laptop. Yeah, but you're going to pay for it. But I've shopped and shopped 100 laptops. And actually, Asus is cheaper than like MSI and Alien and who's the G1? Gigabit? But they're all very competitively priced. So if you want the same specs, they're all about the same. So that's why it's like, you know, and I want 32 gigs. I want a terabyte. I don't want 500 megs. Right? Give the games standard. Like, what is Star Citizen? 200 gigs? You know, that'll take up my whole SSD. So yeah, I plan on adding another 1 or 2 terabytes of SSD. I'm making sure I've got the expansion slots in the laptop, because if we're right, I'm going to have it like 7 years. Yeah, so it's unavailable. So I can talk to you about that. That yeah, you just can't buy it. I've been checking every day, anywhere, on any of the sites. Like Newegg doesn't have it. Nobody's got it. Because there's the chip shortage, right? So companies have products out there that they've designed and have submitted to be built, but they haven't been built yet and they can't sell them. So I was thinking that by the time I buy this laptop, it actually might be out of date. And it should be cheaper because there'll be better stuff coming out by the time they even get them here. You know, I'm assuming they're built in China and they have to ship them. And you've heard of the backlogs at the ports. You know, so it may be a while. Anyway, that's what's going on. Is it may be a while before I even get it, and it may be out of date before I even get it, and the price could drop. Who knows? So I'm willing to wait, and I'll keep you up to date. But the future looks bright, right? But even when I get the laptop, I won't have the bandwidth. So here we are at the tunnel. Now I could kind of go around to the left, which I've done, and go down this road and go back to the base. But we're going to go through the tunnel, and I'll bet you we're going to come out over here. And we'll know when we come out. I'll come back to the map, and you'll see where we are. But I'll peek around the corner here. I thought I hit him. You know, that's the way we'd go to continue going around. But this is where we go for into the tunnel. And I'll just be quiet. And since you've never done this before, I'll just let you enjoy the ride. And I wish I could put that thing down. I'll do it with my gun. I gotta learn how to empty my hands. It's like 9. Nope, slot's empty. Alright. Oh. Wait a minute. Doesn't work now? Keep walking in and... Oh, bummer. Oh, press E to activate the gate. Duh. Alright, I'm hitting E. Ta-da! Look at that. Alright. We're outside of a tunnel, and then when I go to the map... Oopsie. See how we just did a straight line from over here to over here? And that's how the tunnels work. So, I'm over here. Now I'm looking for gold mining camps. So this train track is going to take us right along this edge. I'm going to go ahead and walk it because it's going to be spectacular. Can you see? Do you know how to read topographical maps? See that that's a really steep climb. And the top, there's snow up here. And I think there's something around. We're going to go across this face. And right here, there might be something. And then right here, there might be something. And then we can end the stream there. But any questions? Sounds good. Good laptop. There you go. Yep. Yeah, just look at how pretty it is. That's the main way. I told you this is going to be a chill stream. So now that we've got the technical quality up, now let's just all relax. Okay, I'm looking for game down there as well. See how the trestles, is that what you call this? Kind of a great sniper place. I'll try to move slower. I know. Let me know if I'm jerking the mouse around too much or if it makes any difference to you. I'm trying to move smoothly, but it's still kind of jaggy on my 27-inch screen. I keep coughing. Like every time I get in the air, I get a tickle in my throat. So I'll have to do some things like before I get on the air, make sure I have a beverage. Did about 2-hour long stream for you. Yeah, so it's about 2 hours. Right, yeah, this was a test. Right, those 15-minute tests were just to, you know, get the feedback to make it look better and sound better. And yeah, when I get to these camps, like I guess I could run to try to get to the gold mine. There's that steep mountain I was talking about, the contour lines. You know, we're not hearing any elk, any calls, or any animal signs. Like literally hear your boots on the railroad ties. Now, when we get up this high, I think there might be mountain goats up here. If you haven't seen them, sheep, is that a thing? Rocky Mountain goats? And they would be up on those cliffs, and they just go straight up if you haven't seen them. Pretty impressive. Yeah, and we'll see how many gigabytes I burn to do 2 hours at a megabit per second. So you like the megabit per second? I think it's perfect for me. I could turn it down, like 750k or 500k, but then more compression, more artifacts. And I thought, let's say this time of the month when I've got data to spare, I'll go ahead and burn a few for the test. But I can't do this all the time. But everybody should know I'm just getting started. Better days are coming. Better internet's coming. But I'm ready, right? That's the thing, I got my shit together. I'm trying to get my shit together. I've got the tools. Not looking too bad. Yeah, there you go. Now, if I were to zip it around, you probably would see some, I call them compression artifacts. I think the gold mine's just on the other side of this. But I'll stop here. You know, first of all, look down. See if there's anything down there. And then looking at that cliff, and we don't see any goats up there. But I'll just leave it still like that, and then the compression artifact should like go away, and it'll come up to like 720. It should. So I don't see any. But I think the peak is way up there. That's where the snow's at. And I'm running, so I'll run across the trestle. Stop here and look down. Just let it sit there for a minute, and I'm looking, see any animals. I don't see any. Come up and show you the lake and the valley. And it's like, isn't that pretty? And that's an ocean out there. If you look way out there, like the map, if you zoom out here, like we're up here, and we're looking across the lake, or you know, out here, and there's oceans here and here. So that's what you're seeing. Whoa! Out there on the horizon, I'm trying to lay in the center of the screen right there. That's the ocean out there. And yeah, you can go to all those peaks on that side, and these on this side. Carry on. If we look up over here, kind of going up slow, looking for goats or sheep. And it's noon, so they're gonna want to be out at sunrise and sunset. So that's why we're just sightseeing now. What time is it? It's in game. It's only 1. All right, like you say, 2 hours of real time. I wonder. I've got to come up with that formula. How many hours in game is like hour in real time? And another trestle. Look at the map. Okay, there's gonna be like a flat spot ahead, and then around to the right. Yeah, don't go off the trestle. So up there, over to the right. This is where we're going to be hanging out, so I might start getting sneaky around here. that as we work our way over to the camp, are there any animals out here? And yeah, there might be different things up here than there were down below. I think the elk come up here, but we might have sheep and goats, and will the bears be up here? There's a wiki, and you can look all that stuff up about where their habitats are. Shouldn't do that in the microphone. I'm trying to learn to go off mic when I clear my throat. We have so much to learn. There's another tunnel over there. So that one will zip us. So that's a tunnel. We'll come out over here. And this is all pretty too. There's a train tracks. Like when you come out the tunnel, I don't think you take the road. Well, we'll find out. We may actually come out way over here too. We'll find out. But we're not going through that tunnel yet. Right? The camp should be over here. So I'm going to stop running. And I'm going sneaky. I'll go ahead and do the bow. See if we can kill something with a bow. But the bow will have to get a lot closer. Make it harder. See, I did that shot at 100 yards with the rifle. That shot would need to be done like 30 meters with the bow. I mean, I could go to 50. But getting that heart shot is harder, right? You need the power to drive the arrow all the way through both lungs. There's tracks out here. Look at that. What do you think they are? Any guesses? Who's out here with us? Is it a bear? It is a bighorn sheep. Fleeing. Dude, I told you they were out here. They probably went up. Crazy sheep. They go straight up. Can we look up there? I mean, I'll take my rifle out and show you. Zoom out. You know, that's where I would expect to see him. Okay. And then on our map. Oh, our little whatever it is, it's dead ahead. And I guess I'm using the scope, the rifle, because it's got its scope to spot things. Look at that, our sheep's right up there. See the red tracks? We are hot on the trail of a sheep. I'll shoot a sheep for you if I can find them. With a bow? Can I get that close? They're pretty spooky. Yeah, so when you're out here hunting them, you get to learn the animals. And like the sheep are hard. And you have to come all the way up here to get them. But you get points for him. So he's running. He's roaming. He's going that way. But he turned and fled. So I've learned to interpret these tracks. That's probably a track before he fled. And they may have gone running a different direction. But our camp should be like right here. But yeah, if you haven't been in the Rocky Mountain Forest, this is nice. Okay, a lot of tracks down here. What do you think we got? I'm hoping it's the sheep fleeing. Then we would be chasing him. He's roaming, going that way. There's another one over here. Roaming that way. So literally they're going opposite directions. So they do that. They double back on themselves. Like they'll wander and then they spook and they run right back down their tracks. Okay, our camp is over here. But even the lichen and the rocks and stuff. Wow. Good job, guys. So see how it's getting brighter? Brighter red, it's fresher. Roaming. Okay, they're going this way. Going toward our camp. Are they out there in front of us somewhere? They, I keep saying it. There's chances are there more than one sheep. I don't see more than one track. but I'm heading toward the gold mine. And just the sheep is a coincidence. Keep your eye out for them because they'll appear in the craziest places. You say I turn around and it's like he's right behind me. What do we got here? So yeah, does that make sense if I call this a prefab? I just find them out here. I don't really know what they are. Now one thing, they can be like a tree stand. We can sit up there and snipe. Like which building do you want to go in first? Do you care? Like I'll do this one since I'm here. I'm in sneaky mode, so let's not sneak anymore. Alright, first of all, is there a door? Can you even get in? I mean, if it's a mine, that's a shaft. What do we got here? The doors don't open. Says like Riley's Lost Nugget. Did you see that down in the corner? Like, what is this over here? Trying to think, the door E doesn't work. Okay, here's the mine shaft. So when I first came here, I thought, is this like the trains? Like you come up to the thing and you hit E and it'll let you into the mine shaft? And it's like, no. Okay, but that could be a thing, right? I think I've been over here in this one. Let's see, we gotta find a door. I wonder if I found a door. Oh, we don't need a door. We can just go up the stairs. Duh. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You can like sit in here and shoot. Like if there's an animal there. If we had like elk chirping, you know, elk sign. Can I go up the ladder? How do you go up the ladder? E? Oh, look at that. That's a first. Okay, I think we're at the top. That's a prospecting pan. Yeah, I could sit out here and, you know, look for game this way. Shoot him. Or shoot out this window. Gotta go to bed. But you'll catch everything you missed. Alright, cool. Thanks for stopping by, Zero. It's always good to have that confirmation that things are going good. And I think you saw it all. You don't have to worry about watching the video on demand later. It's like, this is once you've seen the cabin, you've seen it all. Unless I get a huge elk, and then I'll, like, post it on your Discord that, look at the game I got. I'm gonna hit E. Go back down. But anyway, yep, thanks for hanging in there with me. And just let me know, you know, I think I'm good to go whenever we get the bandwidth and got all the bugs worked out, that the streaming thing is working. And yeah, you know, I'm inside tonight on the AMD machine, so I have to do this machine to get the quality up. Oh, I can tell you I got for the outside audio, I thought I'd pick up a gaming headset. So Asus makes a Delta gaming headset, just so you know, I'm looking at it's like $150. So we'll try that microphone outside. And it connects to the laptop through a USB-C connector. So I'm like, okay, so it's already digitizing it in the headphone. So I'm just going to go down to the railroad tracks and see where that tunnel brings us out. And if there's any more adventures to be had here. So I'm going to go to wherever this explanation point is here. Alright, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. down to the railroad tracks. Again, I think this is good. Like, I want my viewers to be able to see these scenes that I know exist. Right? This is why I play this game. It's just because it's beautiful, and you get to walk through the forest, and I actually love this. If I can do this in real life. But think how much money it saves me on a trip to then actually going out camping. I'm assuming we should run into the tracks down here. It's getting kind of steep. Did you hear that sound? Is that the wind, or is that water? Yeah, think of what they've done with the audio to make it sound so good. Wow, it actually says where it's... Oh, how far we've gone. It's 7,000 meters. Wow, I've hiked 7 kilometers tonight. Alright, I believe it. I was gonna say, how do I lose the train tracks? I'm thinking that the tunnel that we had in sight was pretty close. It wasn't that far. So I'm kind of heading back this direction. Yeah, is that lichen on the trees? I'm gonna stop myself like right here and look at the pine tree and like, yep. I actually have lichen on the trees. And yeah, I've watched them upgrade this game, you know, as the trees got better and better. Hey, that's our sheep. He's going this way. Alright. Keep an eye out for the sheep. And there he is. There it is. There's more tracks. Again, these could be the tracks of him earlier roaming. We got 3. So there's no circle there, so yeah, those are old tracks. I swear there should be some railroad tracks down here. Speaking of tracks. He's trotting. He's close. He's like right out here somewhere. Okay, I'll go sneaky. Okay, there's his next track. Trotting. So yeah, these indicators on my little HUD aren't perfect. But what I look for is as we track him, we'll start leaving little X's behind, and I kind of look at his general direction more than what the indicator is actually showing me. Okay, there's the tracks. There is a trestle, so I've got to go over here to cross the trestle. And the deer, the sheep, is around here somewhere. Like, he might be under the trestle is what I'm trying to say. Right, he was going over that way, and now I'm going over the tracks, so we might see him below us. So keep your eyes out. I'm pretty sure that's where we came from. And that's where we're going. The tunnel's just the other side of the trestle. And I'll just go see where that ends up, and then I can wrap it up. Unless anybody's got any questions. Or wants to see something else. Yeah, this is just a test to show you. You know, trying to make it look good and sound good. Stop here again and show you the view. I think, like, see how there's a steep... Oh, that's a whole nother mountain, I think, over there. But I think what's below us looks a lot like that over there. I think that's where we were. Like we were hunting over there. But that steep slope right there, I don't recognize it. Oh yeah, one thing I should mention is if you see that activate Windows in the lower right corner, is this Windows was actually in my laptop, and I took the hard drive out of the laptop and put it into this mini tower, and Windows says, oh, it doesn't recognize this computer. So I actually do have a legal copy of Windows I was using, and I didn't transfer it properly to this AMD system. And now they want, you know, $300 or something, 150 bucks. And I'm just like, you know what? Until my viewers want it to go away. But yeah, so just so you know, as I transferred a valid copy and it didn't work. So when I get the new laptop, I'll have another copy of Windows off the old laptop. I might be able to transfer it to this system. That's the plan anyway. But yeah, I've got copies of laying around, Windows laying all over the place, you know, on hard drives. And they want me to buy more. Of course they do. So that's why I'm a big Linux fan. I have all my systems are dual boot. And like this one has Linux on it. I wonder if I should look and see if Steam is on Linux. And if I wonder if the Hunter is on Linux. Because then I can play it on Linux for you. Not that you notice the difference, but it's the pride of playing on Linux and telling Windows to blow off. Because that's really the only reason I use Windows is to play the games on. You know, all the good games are on Windows. So, kind of sucks like that. But Linux is coming along. So I'll keep going over, booting into Linux to see what the status is over there. And if we get any Linux viewers, if you guys want to see it, I'll do it. Show you. It can be done. But yeah, in the past, like 10 years ago when I loaded Linux for the first times, I got it up and running on my PCs, but there was nothing to do. There were no games. All the good games were over on Windows. So I did it, but I was like, oh, now what? But now Steam is on Linux, so all the games are coming on Linux. So it's like, it's happening, people. We can hit he, okay, and we just went through another tunnel. And we are now, we just zipped all the way over here. So I'll just recap that we started the game over here. We hiked all the way over here, and we took a train jump to here. This is where I showed you the gold mines, and we went here. And I can go all around, you know, all of this the whole way. But when I told you I've been to all these places, yep, I think I just showed you that. See if I can go up the trestle and get a closing shot. Like, all right, I think I'm going to do something like that. Looks good to me. I'll be holding my bow. Like I wanted to include the trestle. And that about does it for my stream tonight. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching me. And I look forward to seeing you in my next update.